This boy tried to save his neighbor, but accidentally fell into the river. 32 years later, he mysteriously woke up in a rice field somewhere in China. Facing the unfamiliar surroundings, the boy fainted. With the help of the embassy, the boy was sent back to his own country. He had no identification on him, and agents suspected it was a trafficking case. But no matter if they checked visas or nearby missing persons cases, there was no trace of the boy. At this moment, Jacob gave his home address. Based on the information, agents actually found his home. However, the door was opened by a 70-year-old man.
Trying to green goes a million miles per hour.
Frog in a blender.
The old man could not believe it, because only they, father and son, knew this riddle. But 32 years ago, he had buried his son with his own hands. For a moment, he stood frozen in place. The old lady behind immediately recognized Jacob. Looking at his son's young face, the old man lost control of his emotions instantly. At that moment, Jacob's sheriff uncle came upon hearing the noise. But Jacob suddenly collapsed to the ground. Everyone hurriedly took him to the hospital. Looking at Jacob now awake, the nurse could not hear his heartbeat at all. At night, Jacob dragged a stool to the window, stood on it, and thought for a long time. By dawn, he was gone from the hospital room. After much effort, everyone finally found him, but Jacob ran wildly into the woods. His father immediately followed. In a daze, everything seemed to return to 32 years ago. But Jacob was still as he was before, while his father's body was much weaker. Finally, Jacob stopped. He seemed to be digging something out of a tree hollow. It was a toy soldier. This was the gift his father gave him 32 years ago. Back at home, Jacob's appetite was surprisingly large. Although his mother was happy about his return, she noticed the trash bin was full of bread crusts. His father was even more worried, because all of this was just too strange. Meanwhile, news came from the hospital. Jacob and his father's DNA matched perfectly. The agents finally decided to persuade Jacob's parents to open Jacob's coffin and take a look.